Alright, hello there. Welcome to Late to the Game. This is Aggie FDT93, and you're watching Late to the Game. This is my video series where we're playing through some older games. And as you can see, we're back in Middle-earth. This is Lord of the Rings Online, and this is my Bjorning Drengvat. This is a brand new character, and we're continuing his story. He's leading quests in the Shire right now, so this is the Shire. And we're trying to level up to level 10. Let's see what we got here. Feed. Take care of this little housekeeping here. Get one of these little Hobbit gifts whenever you log in each day. Okay. Now I need to return. Talk to Bingo Boffin in the Golden Perch Inn, the town of Stock. I believe I'm close to, yep, I'm close to the town of Stock right here. We will get on our horse. That's kind of a steep cliff here. Let's find another way down. We're looking for the Golden Perch Inn. Oh, there it is. Little hobbits dancing around. There's
What a
Bingo
way to
Boffin.
build up these arm muscles, lifting a mug of ale to my lips.
We're training for the journey. Ah, now this is the best way to build up these arm muscles, my friend, lifting a mug of hearty ale to my lips. I already feel much more prepared for my journey. We have gotten a little advice about adventuring. I've purchased some of the supplies I will need, and I've done a little exercise to get in shape for the journey. There's just one more area in which I need to train, but we'll get to that in a little while. That's next week's Sink or Swim at level 10 is recommended. You just select the rewards. Oh, titles. Choose the prepared.
There is nothing for it. I must learn to swim.
Okay, I have knowledge, supplies, strength, Drengvat, and they will serve me well on my journey, but there is one more thing I must master before my adventure begins. And it is not something that comes naturally to hobbits. I must learn to swim. Have you seen the number of rivers on this map? Whoever drew this map must have been quite fond of the things, because there are squiggly lines and little ponds all over the place. There's nothing for it, Drengvat. I must become a master of the waterways. Speak to me when you are ready, and we will go down to the Brandywine and practice. Okay, I'm going to accept that, but we'll come back to it when I'm actually level 10. Don't have any other... Nope, that's 10. I need to go find some more on-level quests. And I got my new title. So I'm going to make that active, so I'm now Drengvat the Prepared. I'm going to try to make my way back to 3. Looking for the local stable master here. Get there a little quicker.
What do you need?
Here we go. We'll go to Mitchell Dowling. So I had to straighten out the whole VIP subscription thing. I just need to remember to cancel.
How do you do?
Up this time next month. Okay, actually, we're going to Combe. Okay, let's see what quests we have. See if we have any. Here we go. Level 9. I'm sorry, my mind is miles away. I didn't see you there. Did you help fight off the brigands? My dad did. Gale chokes back a sob. During the Blackwald's raid on Arches, someone broke into our house and stole many of our things. I don't care about most of them, but they took my dad's favorite fishing pole. I don't care if I get anything else back, but he wouldn't have wanted some filthy brigand to have it. Now that I've moved here to Combe, I've been meaning to ask Constable Wren if she could track down that fishing pole for me. Could you ask her if she has any idea where it might have been taken? She'll be at the guardhouse on the hill east of Combe. Okay, so of all the things that were stolen, she wants a fishing pole.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Pardon me, do you think I could take up some of your time? I haven't had any word of my son, Koval, since this brigand nonsense began, and I'm mighty scared that he might get caught up in some trouble. We lived in Archet till recently, but we had an argument. I'm sure you know how boys are, and Koval left all in a huff. He said he would make his own way down in Combe, and that's the last I heard of him. Now that I've come to Combe, I hear he's gone east. If you don't mind, could you talk to Constable Wren for me? She watches the road east to Combe, and maybe she's seen Koval pass. Okay, so I got a couple things to talk to Constable Wren about. Let's see if we can grab another one. Here's Constable Sageford.
Can I speak with you a moment?
After the initial raids, when folk began fleeing for the villages like Archet and Staddle, the Blackwolds found they could no longer rely upon raids to support themselves. They seized Old Bauman's farm and began tilling the soil, though badly and without care for the land. Brigands at the farm must be under the supervision of some Blackwold leader, else they would fall to laziness. If you confront the Blackwold's leader at the farm, you might be able to recover some of the valuables they've stolen. Old Bauman's farm is deep in the Chetwood, at the end of the Eastwood path. I would appreciate it if you could at least try. There are many folk who would benefit from the recovery of this treasure. Alright, we'll try that, and he's got another one.
Stay a moment.
Blackwood brigands are on the run, no question about it. They're trying to regroup at camps throughout the Chetwood, but they suffered a real defeat at Archet. Brigands fled their old encampment up by Archet, carrying a large lockbox, which they brought to one of their smaller camps in the Chetwood, northeast of Combe. If we can get our hands on that lockbox, its contents could be used to help those who lost property to the Blackwolves. There are a number of watchfires along the roads, so you'll need to find the right one. Okay. Alright, so we got a few things here. I'm going to hide this one since we're waiting. Alright, well, let's pick up one more. Oh, Ted.
I'm sure it will do no good.
Oh, this is level 7.
May I speak with you?
My old dad was a robber some years back and got his hands on a good deal of riches, as I hear it. Constable caught him, but before he was hanged, my dad told me where he buried his loot. I never needed it before now, so I was content to let it stay buried, but I figured it's time to get my hands on the wealth enough to keep you warm and shod, as my dear old dad called it. You take this pickaxe and dig the treasure up. Just take the road east from Combe to Constable Wren's post up by the guardhouse, climb over the hill on the right, and walk down to the riverbank, where the hanging tree grows. It'll have an X carved into it. You'll be helping me make a new start of things, and you'll have me everlasting thanks. Alright. Let's talk to Constable Wren on the way.
What do you need?
I have heard that many of the Blackwood brigands, after looting Archet, fled into the Chetwood. It seems that the Blackwood leaders are angry. They feel that the raid might have been more successful if their followers had been less focused on filling their pockets and more on acting together. Main encampment is east down the road and then deep into the northern woods. I suspect that many of the Blackwolves can be found within that camp. Mayhaps, if you search in that area, you might find Gale's lost fishing pole. Okay, and how about the other one?
How can I be of service?
Looking for Combe Woodwright, are you? I've heard something about the boy, but I can't say his mother's going to like it. He's joined up with the Blackwolves. I kind of figured that. He hadn't been in Combe for long when they took him either. He tried finding work around town, but he didn't have the stamina for hard labor. If you can talk to him, you might convince him to give up his new line of work, but I doubt it. I wager you'll find him east of Combe in the Chetwood. Just follow the path from the lumber camp north and east. You're sure to come across a Blackwold camp or two up there. Okay, well, we're going to do the hanging tree real quick before we go into the Chetwood, where everything else is. Avoid some of these badgers. Boars. No, too late. Okay, looking for the hanging tree. This looks... It might be it, but... like they've been cut down. Grove of trees has been cleared. Try this one. Don't find anything on that stump. Let's fight bear to bear. Nothing here. Okay. Well, we won't go back into Combe until we've done others. Let's look for the fishing pole. Oh, it's another quest. We'll take another quest here. I've finished a couple of these others. Tell me the fishing pole is actually in the camp. What is the main encampment? Near the watering hole. Oh, I gotta about to get. Come on, dismount. Where's Combe Wood, right? Talk to him. We can talk some sense into the lad.
What do you need?
What's that? My mother sent you to find me? I don't care. I've never been good at anything in my life. But now I've found something I can do and do right good. You're going to regret coming into Black Gold territory. Okay, so we're doing this. You're gonna get the wrath of the bear. Yeah, run away. Okay, now it says something about watering hole beneath the Blackwood main encampment. Watering. Oh, I got the fishing pole. Okay. Back to Constable Wren. Okay, now search for very valuables. Just stay in bear form. Old Bauman's farm. Oh, the leader. So we're looking for the leader of the farm. Here's the farm. Poacher, outlaw. Look out, there's a supervisor. Hey, we got a parchment. Now we're looking for a lockbox. Hey, I leveled up. Okay, acquired our first combination. Combinations can be spent to advance your monster player. Unlock. Okay. Okay, Instant Finder, I know about that. Monster Play, I know about that. And where on the... Okay, yep. Oh, gotta change back. Bears can't open lockboxes very well. Or like them. Must be something about the opposable thumb. Okay, here's some stuff. Okay, skirmish available. Okay, mail. I have to find a mailbox. Points. Deed completed. Level 10. I got a title. I got the undefeated. We'll make that active now. We've got loot. Okay, we finished these quests. Let's find our way back. Go to Constable Wren first.
What do you need?
Okay, you fought with Combe Woodwright, but he escaped. So this sort will not be able to flee forever. I feel the time of the Blackwood Brigand is coming to an end. Seems I was right, and he will never give up his lawlessness. His mother will not be pleased to hear it. Okay, so the rest of these are back this direction. Talk to Ted here. Give him the note.
Can't you leave
What?
me
They
to
chopped
my
down the hanging
misery?
tree, and you dug in all the trees with an axe? This is terrible. How will I find me dad's buried treasure now?
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Maybe the woodcutters at the lumber camp east of here remember which tree was the hanging tree. Drengvat? You gotta have a word with Mason Thorne, the man in charge there. He just has to remember which of the stumps used to be the hanging tree. He just has to. Lumber camp is along the road north. Yep, I know where the lumber camp is. Constable Sageford.
Greetings.
What is this? Rurik? There's a Rurik Fennel living here in Combe. He's a locksmith. But why would he be aiding the Blackwalled Drengvat? Rurik's house is southwest of here, just behind the Combe and Wattle. You had best have a talk with Rurik. I will be very interested to know why he's been locking boxes for the Blackwalds. Very interested indeed. Okay,
Would you do something
finished.
for me?
I got a cloak. Okay, Rurik is a locksmith here in Combe. You should show him that receipt and ask him why the brigands appear to be common patrons of his. It seems odd that Rurik would be involved, but he's a quiet man who keeps to himself mostly. Still, we need to investigate every lead carefully. You should find him outside his home on the road that runs south past the Combe and Wattle Inn. Accept that. Go ahead this quest.
What do you need?
Ah, you have returned with the brigand's lockbox. Now let me see what's inside, and we can sell the valuables to support the survivors of the Blackwall's raids throughout the area. Locked. I should have guessed as much. Well, until we find the key, we won't have any luck with this. There seems to be some initials carved in the lock. RF. Most unusual. The one agility. Or we'll choose the vitality.
Can I speak with you a moment?
I was talking to one of the other constables shortly before you returned, and it seems he learned that some of the Blackwoods were keeping even more valuables in their main camp in the ruins north of Chetwood. With any luck, you might find a strong box that's not locked. It's worth trying anyway. There's so many people who need money to rebuild, and who better to take it from than the ones that stole it in the first place? We're going to accept that. Let's see. I leveled up. We need to spend one of these skill points. Now this is one thing I like about Lord of the Rings Online. Their skill tree is very simple, but you do get some customization by choosing which branch of the skill tree to fill in. And this is more about damage, so I'm going with this one since I'm playing solo. I want to do a lot of damage. And here, we'll activate this one, Improve Trample. This gives me extra trample damage. We'll apply that. And I need to activate our epic one now that I'm level 10. Prologue, talk to Ellie Cutleaf, northwest corner of Combe, on the banks of the pond. We'll take care of that one first. Oh, here's Ellie Cutleaf's house, and we're just gonna barge right in without knocking. Because that's how you do this in games like this. There's Ellie Cutleaf.
What can I do for you?
Not another one. I thought I'd gotten all of those letters back. You'd be better served just going home. You don't want to join up with the Blackwoods. I listened to Skunkwood, their leader, and helped them breed some wolves. I admit I did it for the promise of riches, but I regret it. Jagger Jack is their head wolf master, and he had me breed a local wolf with one of them wargs. When they took me into their camp deep within the Chetwood, I got feared right quick. There's something not right there. I've done something terrible, Drengvat, and I need help getting out. The den mother I helped them breed is kept at Skunkwood's farm in the north Chetwood. She needs to be killed before her next litter is born, else her pups will do worse damage to the Chetwood and the folk here. Right. We're hunting a wolf-warg hybrid. Yeah, this happens sometimes when elements are slow to load. Yeah, we don't have the full. Yeah, there we go. What's really funny is when the horse model loads, but your character model doesn't actually get on the horse yet. So you've got the horse with a dude standing in the middle of it, and then you start moving, and it's just kind of gliding along without actually moving. Oh, you know what? We gotta talk to Mason. Let's go ahead and
How
talk to
can I be of
him
service?
on the way. The hanging tree. Oh, I remember seeing a few hangings in my day. I do believe I wrote the site of the hanging tree down on my ledger. I write down all the things I want to remember so I can just look it up. Well, bless me. I think I dropped my ledger in the woods not far from here. Yes, I remember. We were surprised by some of those black wolves, and I dropped my ledger on the road. I'd wager a captain of those brigands picked it up. There are quite a few campfires to the north and east. Along the forest road, you might find my ledger on one of them black wolves. Bring it back here, and I'll look it up. Thing you wanted to know about. Tree, was it? Okay. Advance that one. And we're still on the hunt for this ward. And we'll just cut through the landscape instead of staying on the road for this one. If I remember right, this is on the edge of the Chetwood, and that's the Midgewood or Midgewater Marsh, and this farm is on the edge, on the border between the Chetwood and the Midgewater. And I believe that warg is right back here. There we go. New deed bestowed. To slash. Okay. Now we go back and talk to Ellie Cutleaf.
What do you need?
I'm glad that you were able to defeat the Den Mother before she bore any more of those half-wargs. Now there's just Skunkwood to deal with. He spends most of his time in the Blackwold hideout these days. There are dark-skinned men who sometimes attend him, clearly not from these parts, and that Jagger Jack fellow. Okay, let's see. New axe? Oh, this is a better axe than what I have.
Stay a moment.
When Skunkwood took me to the Blackwoods encampment in the Chetwood, I met Jagger Jack. Jack is training the wolves for the Blackwolds. He keeps most of them deep in the ruins in the north parts of the woods. If we're going to put a stop to the Blackwolds, then we may need to do a little mischief of our own. I'm not want to do this, mind you, but we need to stop them wolves before they're used against Combe. Leecher Cartwell can help us and will. Talk to him at his house up on the cliff south of Combe Center. Tell him that I need a poison to kill the wolves. Okay? Here, let's equip this new axe. Oh yeah, and I have a new earring. Add that. Okay, so we need to talk to someone about a poison. Look at that. I'm riding a toy horse. Just sliding along. Come on. Oh well, I can't give Gale her fishing pole.
What do you need?
You found it, and thank you. I've been thinking that the pole should be given to the waters of my dad's favorite fishing hole, the pond near the Hunter's Lodge in Archet. I think he'd like that. Thank you. Okay. Catchpole's gloves. How about chain gauntlets? 2 armor. Go ahead and equip those. A little better than what I have. And we'll finish this one. What? Combe has joined those villains? In truth, I refuse to believe it. He's a good boy, even if he has a temper. He's a woodwright through and through and would never do such a thing. You shouldn't say such terrible things to an old woman. What am I saying? I knew the boy had landed himself in a spot of trouble. Thank you, at least for finding him. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yes, my name is Rourke. Yes, I'm a locksmith. What is this about? One of my strong boxes recovered from a brigand and a letter? I see. I'd hoped that I saw the last of the Blackwolds. You must understand, I did not willingly help them. My business is keeping things locked away, so I do not often ask questions of my customers. I filled an order for 20 strong boxes, and upon completion was visited by the Blackwolds. One, a tough fellow, took my master key and threatened my life if I talked. One of the others with him called him Applewood. Please tell the constable that any aid was unwilling, and I only stayed silent because I feared for my life. Alright? Let's see what this guy has.
Greetings.
Ellie got herself in trouble, did she? I've been near the wood of late to gather herbs and such. Something has the animals there stirred up for certain. If this will help make things right between Ellie and the Combe folk, I will help. I think that I know just the thing. I'll need fresh honey, blackwort root, and several red berries. There are beehives behind the abandoned house south of Combe. The berries grow in patches in a valley just over the hill behind the house. Blackwort root is found near the wolf den in northern Chetwood. Well, of course, one of those two things will be far away from the others. Okay, well, apparently I should be able to find some of it around here. Looking for honey, red berries, and blackwort roots. Oh, there's a berry bush. Is it? Yeah, there. I can get to it here. I think. 6 of these, and there are bears roaming around. I need to find honey. Here are the beehives. Yeah, and that crap is like now I gotta go all the way into the Chetwood. Wonder if I can make it across here. Oh. There we go. Oh, I should be pretty close here. Oh, it's down in the wolf den. I didn't expect to find a corpse. Ah, stupid wolf. Okay, now we can go back. Let's see if we can cut a straight line across landscape instead of following roads. Try to make it a quicker trip. Let's see, can I make it across? Yes.
Hello there.
There you are. It'll be just a moment, and I'll have the poison for you. Be careful with this. It'll not hurt you or I, nor even the little folk, except perhaps to make us mildly ill. But the normal woodland creatures would suffer terribly if you don't use caution. You should return to Ellie and let her know that the poison is ready. Okay, so we collected the poison. Ha, ha. I'm flying. Okay, well, I'm going to... I think this is a good stopping point. But let's see... I think I want to... see if there's a task board. I don't think Combe has a task board. But I can... well, here, let's finish this one.
What's your name?
While this doesn't help us get the box open and the valuables returned, it does speak well of Rurik. I feel badly that he felt as though we could protect him. With what happened to Archit, I understand his hesitation. Let me think a moment on the name he gave us. Scouts are coming and going at all times. One may have mentioned seeing this Applewood.
Would you do something for me?
Oh yes, I remember. A scout returned a few hours ago and mentioned that there was an Applewood giving orders to the recruits, then headed towards the Blackwoods main encampment in the ruins in the northernmost part of Chetwood. If Applewood has the key, then we should set about getting it from him to aid those who have suffered so greatly at the Blackwoods' hands. Be careful, Drengvat. Reports from near those ruins tell of a great sense of dread and dismay. You will need to be cautious if you are to attempt to find Applewood and obtain the key. When you find the key, return to me, and we shall see what good news we shall bring to the people of Archet and Combe. We'll accept that. And let's go here and we'll sell some of the stuff we've collected. Don't need that anymore. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. We'll sell the copper. Sell the hides. And these, all these little trash items. Sell the old axe. And the old bracers. Then we can repair. Alright. Well, here, let's go ahead and make this milestone our milestone. Oh, already done that. Or have I? Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Next week we'll probably return to Lord of the Rings. Now, that's something I've never seen. Hobbits riding boars. That is interesting. Okay. Well, thanks again, guys. Please like and subscribe. And you know, if you can think of any other games you'd like to see, drop it in the comments. And I'll see if I can either have it or can get it. But probably not going to do Starfield or Baldur's Gate anytime soon. I really need to upgrade my rig before I can get those going. But we can see about some other stuff, some older stuff. Anyway, thanks again, and see ya.